Good morning, dear students. Welcome to EduStar's online class. You are watching Class 4 Science. Today, we will see the revision for Lesson 7 Safety and First Aid. This is Part 3. Children, already we learned about some safety rules should be followed on the road. So, what are the safety rules? We should always walk on the footpath. If there is no footpath, walk on the right side of the road so that you can see the traffic coming. Always cross the road at the zebra crossing. We should follow the traffic lights. Red light says stop, yellow light says wait, and green light says go. Do not play or run on the road. Do not walk between the vehicles parked on the road. So these are the safety measurements we should take on the road, right? Today we will see about the traffic signs. What is traffic signs? The traffic signs communicate the basic rules and regulations of the road through a simple graphics that can be understood within seconds. The traffic signs divided into three types: informatory sign, warning signs, and mandatory signs. First one, informatory signs. What is informatory signs? An informatory sign is a very legible printed and very noticeable placard that informs people of the purpose of an object or gives them instruction on the use of something. An example are traffic signs such as a stop sign. These signs are meant to provide information on direction, destination, roadside facilities, etc. to the road users. Following informative road signs helps the driver in saving time, reaching destination without wandering around. These signs are generally facilitators to the driver. So here we have some informatory signs. First one, that symbol is used for parking. The next symbol indicates bus stop. Third one indicates the first aid post. Next one, telephone. Next one, filling station. If you see this board, near that some filling station is there. Next symbol indicates hotel. Next symbol restaurant, and this symbol, last symbol, indicates refreshments. Next one, warning signs. Warning signs are required to meet specific requirement related to their reflectivity, design, a height that they will be mounted, and size. All these are done to make sure that the people the message is being passed to the receive messages that are consistent and uniform regardless of where they are. These signs are especially important and required to be used on the road and construction site. However, these are just examples of the areas where it is common to find various types of warning signs. Other places that warning signs can be used include in hospitals, schools, business industries, airports, and so on. When used on roads, they are also referred to the traffic signs and are used to make the road users aware of a hazard ahead that might not apparent. Look at the first one. This symbol indicates narrow bridge. Next one indicates uneven road. The next symbol is road hump. Next one, pedestrian cross. Next symbol indicates school zone. Next symbol, road walk. The next one, traffic signal. Already we know that. Next one, guarded level crossing ahead, unguarded level crossing ahead. Okay, the next one, mandatory signs. These signs are obligatory on the traffic which uses a specific area of road. These signs indicate what must one do rather than must not do. Mandatory road signs are generally round in shape with red borders. Some of them are blue in color. Stop and give away are octagon and rectangular respectively in shape. Violation of these signs attracts heavy fines and punishments. Importantly, violence of these could lead a major accident also. The first symbol indicates stop. The next symbol indicates no entry. On the roadside you can see this type of traffic signs. So next one-way traffic, no entry for vehicle. The next symbol indicates no overtaking. Next one, horn prohibited. The next one, turn left ahead, turn right ahead. The next symbol indicates turn left or straight ahead, turn right or straight ahead. The next one, this symbol indicates no parking. Okay students, now this is a time for worksheet for lesson 7. As usual, we have to write in the A4 sheet, write the heading, then write the important words and fill in the blanks. And this time you are going to write some reasons. So these are the important words. Take your book and start to reading. While reading, you have to write the underlined words. First, you should underline the words in the book, then start to write in the A4 sheet. Read line by line, then you have to underline the words. Totally, you have 6 pages. Okay, students? Next, you will fill in the blanks with the correct answers. First one, the immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid or third aid. It is called first aid. To treat an insect bite, we use a paste of dash and cold cream, baking soda or washing soda. It is called baking soda. We should not play dash games, outdoor games or rough games. We should not play rough games. Do not wear dash clothes in the kitchen, cotton or synthetic. Synthetic cloth should not wear in the kitchen. We should never touch an electrical appliances with wet hands or dry hands. Wet hands. Next one, apply and dash cream on the burnt part. Fairness cream or antiseptic cream? The answer is antiseptic cream. Always walk on the road or footpath. We should always walk on the footpath. Dash is an unpleasant event that occurs unexpectedly and causes injury. It is called first accident. The part of the road which white stripes where pedestrians cross the road is called footpath or zebra crossing, called zebra crossing. Do not crowd around a person who has fainted or insect bite. Do not crowd around a person who was fainted. The next one, give reason for calamine lotion can be applied on insect bite. Why? Calamine, also known as calamine lotion, is a medication used for treat mild itchiness. This includes from sunburn, insect bites, poison oak, or other mild skin conditions. It may also help dry out skin irritation. It is applied on the skin as a cream or lotion. The next question is, never wear synthetic clothes while burning crackers. Why? As we all know that synthetic clothes are made chemicals. Chemicals get heated very easily, and when they come into the contact of fire, they get heated up quickly, which leads to the burning of the synthetic cloth, and at that time they could be more dangerous as they melt up due to heat and can stick to your skin. So we should not wear synthetic clothes while burning crackers. Never run when your clothes catch fire. Why? Because running will increase the airflow, which will feed the fire and make it burn more. So we should not run when your clothes catch fire. Okay students, complete this worksheet and send through mail. Okay. Thank you students. Have a good day.